Hey everybody, what's up? Live from the orange peach wall of America's Best Value Inn. I am in the lobby slash breakfast area. They let me use it because there's nobody here and I didn't want to be in that room. So went to the Wildman conference today. Yeah, my angle is I hate being a talking head like so many other people, but here we are, right? And see if I can adjust a little bit. Hey, Samo Imani. No, dude, I think they're local. I don't think they're aliens. I can't. It's hard to do things on the phone. I'm using the phone. I'm not using. I forgot the laptop. I ran out without the laptop. I don't know. I was tired when I took off yesterday, 2 days ago, and ran off without the laptop, without any pins. So I've got unbranded Quantum Show cup right now. um, but got here. Everything's fine. It's not that McMinnville is an hour and a half from Nashville. So if I wanted to get the laptop, I could just run and get it. It would just take 3 hours. And I can survive without it. Hey, Renee, everybody is here. I'm trying to get on YouTube on the other phone, right? So I can, like, see what you guys are saying. And unless I'm on, I don't know. I don't understand a lot of this time. This thing. Okay, am I on? Under a lock? No. I can't find my own show. Oh well. Hey everybody. Oh, but anyway, hey everybody. I can't see y'all on here. Where is the? I'm looking for my show on right now on the YouTube app on here, and I can't find it. But I can't see what you guys are saying very well. I just see names flicker by very quickly. And well, anyway, went to the Tennessee Wildman Encrypted Conference in McMinnville, Tennessee, and it was fun. Okay. Most of the speakers, not really my thing. I was there for Hellbent Holler. Total fanboy. I did give them a couple of t shirts. Remember the do not butter the bread of confusion? I gave them t shirts. They seemed to like them. And then uh, I went and talked to them a few times here and there, you know. I tried to not look like so much of a fanboy because let me tell you, they had, I don't know, a lot of other people talking to them. Lots of other people. And I didn't want to be the one to interrupt, you know. So I just backed off most of the time. I talked to them, but like 2 or 3 times. Lots of stuff for sale. I will do a haul video separate than this one. I was going to, but I couldn't get the camera right, the table, the lighting, nothing, right? And that will be another video. Lots of t-shirts. And I made a few contacts. Hopefully I got Hellbent Holler as like a contact because now they know I have a show too. I am really starting to think I should get a whole bunch of stickers. Cryptid Huntress just went live. Shout out Cryptid Huntress. Um, I want to get stickers made because I say I've got a web show. I've got to do a thing on YouTube, and they're like, "Where can I find you?" I'm like, "It's hard to say." So get some kind of stickers or something made so I can give people. I'm way behind the curve on that. Way behind. I've been needing to do that for a long time. Aussie, I can see you. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're here. You're quantum. Of all the cat videos, cryptid videos, alien videos, you ended up here. Okay. Wild Man Conference. Thank you, Aussie. Hey, everybody. I'm looking at your names, Sarah. And okay. I have a slow. If my connection goes down, wait for it. I'm on their connection, not tethered. So because it'll just chews up data. I mean, it chews up data, and I don't have a lot, so I'm using their Wi-Fi. Hopefully, can you hear me? Okay, sound check. That's why you see Nate 2, because I'm on the phone. No business cards. I have a couple from people, but it's mostly stickers and mostly T-shirts. I bought a couple of books. I can't remember hardly anyone's name, so I'm not going to even do that. I will, when I do the haul videos, because I bought, whoever I talked to, I made it worth their while, and I bought their stuff, right? Something that they were selling, either a T-shirt or a book, mostly books. So I'll go over who I talked to up there, and what's that? Okay, no pings. I didn't get any pings, but then again, I'm still not in the best of ways, right? The surgery, I'm still recovering from it, and I'm not in my element. You know what I mean? Conventions are not really my thing to do. I try. Of course, I like to go to the Bigfoot convention in Gatlinburg. Been going to it for years, and now I'll be going to this one for years. This was the 10th year, turns out, that they had this. And shout out Martin Groves. You didn't get to come out today because health did not hold up. He was supposed to be here. Him and Wldman Holler are the two people I was really looking forward to coming to see, but Martin couldn't make it. Met him. He's a great guy. Has an encounter story, great story, and just a nice guy. I don't know how to say it, other than he's just a super nice guy. So I did listen to the beginning speaker, and when Wldman Holler went on stage, the police showed up. No lie. No lie. Because we're a rowdy crowd. They call them hellbenders, and I like to be considered that, but also I'm not a fanboy. And here's how much of a fanboy I am not. Right? After everything, got to the place, got settled down, got a cup of coffee. I said, I want Chinese food. There's one Chinese food place in McMinnville, and I went to it. So did they. And I saw them walk in the door. I was like, I did this. I went, I don't think they saw that, but maybe they did. I don't know. Them and their crew, MK Ultra, and a few other people. I can't remember. They were hanging out. They went in for Chinese. I was like, I'm not a stalker. I'm not gonna bother them. They're here to eat and chill. And okay, I'm still kind of an outsider to them because I gave them a T-shirt. That's about it. So I'm gonna leave them alone. So I got out. I was like, oh great, okay. Well, I was already done. I got there before them. Coffee right before the show. I made this up. My own, not theirs. Every cup's a healing potion. So, yeah, I talked to a bunch of people. I will have to. I took a lot of stories. Did you see the videos that I made during? I was publishing small ones during the event. The singing bowls. Oh, shout out Amy. That's for her right there, because that literally rung a bell on in my head about what Wldman had said, and others, right, said that the creatures in the woods were using flying over aircraft noise as cover. And I was like, hold on, not cover. But if it happens when that happens, I was looking at it from a scientific view, right? that sound is loud. It's very permeating. Okay, and it's widespread. That makes me think carrier wave. They're not hiding from it. They're that is the interference between their frequency and our frequency, and it's carrying through like a like a station that piggybacks on another station to get to yet another station. It's over here. Here's one. Here's the other, and then the static, the noise of the airplane goes through, and it helps one to bleed into the other because it's using that wave of sound as a carrier wave. I think that's actually how that just works. I just think that's how that works as a carrier wave. And then when I get to singing bowls, I was like, how did you get here? She says, I never thought I'd be doing Bigfoot stuff by doing singing bowls. I was always into ghost stuff. Sound familiar? And she was, did you hear? Could this thing pick up what it was, the sounds it was making? I hope so. And okay, I think she said they started coming to her when she was doing the meditation with the singing bowls out there in the woods. She never expected that to happen. She thought she was just surprised. And I told her my theory, and I told Hellbenders my theory, or Hellbent Holler my theory. I said, you know what? I wasn't able to spell it out for him like I'm doing here. I was doing my best to get the point across. It says they're writing that sound like a carrier wave. I don't know if they knew what I was talking about or not. I wasn't able to spell it out, but we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. They're going to be talking about their show, I believe, on Monday. They have shows on Monday. And you know what? Their YouTube show, it was like they were doing a YouTube show live on stage. Mine doesn't translate that well. My show here doesn't translate that well to stage. Theirs does. I said, isn't it great that your YouTube show can translate so well to live action? And their buddies were like, live action? Huh. I didn't hear the comment they made. I hope it was good. And yeah, unfortunately, today is a short show because I have no computer to work with. It's okay. And I really don't see how I can host a panel tonight because unless someone hosts it and I join in. So that's what I got. This is what I got to work with. Me and a camera on I got a tripod. That's nice. No shaky cam today. and yet a lot of people are looking at the videos. I'm looking at the numbers, right? And that's cool. Thank you. I'm glad y'all are liking the things that I am coming up with. And yeah, Wldman police on hand, no knife check. I said on there, no knife check. I was gonna tell them about it, but they had plenty of people making jokes to them, so I just went away at that point. One of those times I could have said something witty and snarky, but they had a ton of that already. I was like, okay. Who did I talk to? Oh, I talked to the people putting on the show, 40 in Tennessee. It was just a little spot, right? And let me see here. Can I get the audio? Okay, I'm here. Yeah. These are the guys putting on the event. What's your name? I'm Josh Manning. Josh Manning. I'm Nathan from the Quantum Show. Hell yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks. I was talking to Josh about a couple of events here that I've had. I can't see nothing. Right. Maybe you can see him. Maybe you can see me. No. I didn't even edit it. You recorded all of it because he's got stories too. And we were just talking about stuff. All right, that's it for this one. Keeping me in Quantum, still here. There's Josh again. Hi. Hi, here. Keep it quiet. Okay. Okay. These are the guys clicking on the event. Yes. Hey, I'm Come Josh on. Manning. Josh Manning, what's up? Pause much. From the Quantum Show. Hi, Josh. I'm Nathan from the Quantum Show. It's so weird to say that. I'm wearing this shirt. I'm not wearing one of my shirts. I need to make me a my shirt. And yeah, Rachel, there are a bunch. I made a handful, not like very many, but that was Josh Manning from 410 Tennessee. It's in there. It's on my channel. There. I don't even know. It's in there. And that was one guy. Let me just, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me look at my channel. And another Bigfoot, the other guy showed up much later. The one that put his hand on my head. He was in Gatlinburg. He was here too, but I didn't get a picture of him because I was already running out of juice over here. Mark Muncy, I talked to him. I picked up one of his books, his newest books, The Dark Side of the Appalachia and The Singing Bowls. Yeah, that was it. Maybe I made some recordings that I didn't put in here, but I did a walkthrough, or at least I thought I did. I must have forgotten to upload it. It will be uploaded later. It was my initial walkthrough. I know I made several videos. So yeah, but I was talking to this other podcaster. I don't have his stuff with me. I put everything in the bags, I think. Let me see here. Oh, wait, maybe not. Here we go. Para Reality Radio. Para Reality Radio. I talked to these guys, and they've got all the equipment, all the nice. It was a nice camera, nice tripod, not no Temu stuff I got, right? Nice microphones, screen, green screen, all set up right there. It was really cool. And they were like, we could get you on my show. And I'm like, I could get you on my show. So yeah, we're going to try to get together and doing something like that. He is just now doing video. He's been doing audio blogs for a long time. And oh man, it's warm in here. The AC kicks on sometimes. And it feels really good. I should do it. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have much of anything else from the show in my pockets. I didn't think I had that. But I met him and them. I told them about the haunted girl. Remember the haunted girl? That was a crazy thing. 4-foot girl throwing a 6-foot tall guy across a house. It was the scariest thing ever. Up until the next scariest thing, right? And I said, well, I want to say here's where it gets weird, but we're already there. And looks like I bought another t-shirt. They gave me some stickers from Amazon or something. They're fun. I like them. And I met another guy. He was walking around. Shout out you, bro. I don't have your name. I'm horrible with names, and I didn't videotape you. I'm sorry about that. But the blog talk. He was on. Yeah, he's a blog talk guy. Para Reality. And I showed you his card, Sandman at parareality.com. Wants to do something, maybe once, maybe 2 or 3 times. And they're from Nashville. So it's going to be an easy get together. They want to see, I told them a little bit about the cemetery. I didn't go through the cemetery incident. Oh man. I was already in a weird way. So I didn't want to like break down into a nervous wreck right there on a convention floor, like I'm having some kind of a stroke or aneurysm, because I'm telling this the weirdest, scariest story I've ever had happen to me. I told him, "You ever seen Predator? There's your spoilers." So I didn't tell him about that. I did tell him about Spirit Guides Speak. I started to tell. He had people coming up, right? People were coming up to me at the. He was sitting at his table. I was sitting at the next table over, empty. And when I sat down, I jokingly said, "Welcome to the Quantum Show table." I'm going to just pirate this table from the convention or the conference. I'm just going to pirate it. I'm just going to show up and do stuff. But people started talking to me too. I don't know how many times people came up to him, and I'm sitting next to him at the next table over. "I'm Nathan from the Quantum Show." I don't know how many times I said that. They're like, "Well, who are you?" I'm like, "I'm just here. I'm sitting in an empty chair." It was pretty funny, because people thought I was like, "Is this that easy? Do I just need a little sign that says Quantum Show and just set it in the front and go, 'Let me tell you a story'?" Is it that easy? Maybe I should start doing that. Crash the events, pull a whole Deadpool, and just start crashing the events. Watch me get kicked out of the next convention I'm in. I don't want that to happen. But they want to get together, and that's cool. If you saw, there's lots of printing up there, lots of 3D printing. People have really gotten into it now. A lot of it is stuff you can download. It takes time to print this stuff. They spend weeks printing these things, and everybody there was really friendly. And yeah, you can be the Quantum Show if you pay our fee. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, I was gonna try to make a joke the other day when I bought that car part. It was $30. I wanted to say, "Well, I'll trade you a watch and a coupon for laundry detergent. How about I give them that at the conference?" The con fee. "Would you take a watch and some laundry detergent coupons? It's worth a lot of money." But anyway, you saw a lot of people are getting in 3D printing. They're doing stuff that you can download, and they spend weeks making their stuff how they want it to be sold. And a lot of it was really cool. I used this nice camera to take as much video as I could of the items being sold. Go ahead. No say. No say. Frio. No say. Yep, yep. That's what happens when you don't have a studio or something that you can go to all by yourself. Maybe I should have done this in the Chinese restaurant. Oh my God, the crowd there. It's not talking about Hellbent, but I'm talking about everybody else. I've never seen a small town place so full. It was getting packed when I left. Um, it was getting so full. There were people coming in like groups of 5 and 6. I don't know what they were doing, but well, Diane, I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry you had to go through it, and sorry for your loss. I don't know what happened. I can't see the chat very well, right? Hey, Raven, I saw you come in, but okay. Uh, there was lots of woodworking, wood burning, wood cutting. There was some metal working, lots of prints. I don't mean cast. They were casts. You could buy a cast, a replica or an original cast. Um, and then I guess I'm learning to edit this stuff on a computer, so I might edit over there, right? Edit old boy out. He was getting coffee. I didn't know. This place is supposed to be closed. I opened it. They said I could. I said sure. But he apparently the coffee's still over there. We're in a little light over here. Mm. Um. So yeah, lots of crafts, arts and crafts, lots and lots of arts and crafts. Had several artists, lots of magic type things, many things to do with magic. Lots, quite a large amount of tarot card readers. People selling, not that many people selling crystal things. Mostly handmade, wooden, carved stone, but not crystal. And plenty of self-authorized, self-published books. And well, I've got one big video. Yeah, I was looking and I was remembering one big video that needs to be published. Oh, I'm so sorry, Diane. I'm just now able to see your comment over here. I'm sorry about that. You gave your dog the best life. You'll see them on the next level. They'll wait for you. Sit, stay, good boy. Be there soon. That's what you do. I know my little dog is waiting for me. So anyway, shout out Diane. Hearts go out to you. Okay. And your dog can help you find Bigfoot on the other side. Watch it. Okay. And distractions, right? Sorry. That's just podcasting. You get side railed and you're like, whoa, where was I? What was I doing? And okay, I got horchata. It wasn't like Mexican horchata, but it was okay. At the food truck, Dos Marias something or other. Dos Marias. And there were 3 food trucks. Dos Maria, something with ice cream and something with some kind of potato chip. It was a specialty. Pork rinds. Yeah. That's it. What was I talking about? Specialty potato chip. That's pretty special. Not even made for potatoes. But I ended up getting only horchata and water. There's this hotel I'm at. There's an Italian place right up there. So I went there yesterday. It was pretty good. It was all right. 4 stars, right? Has a Tennessee twist to it. The butter was honey butter, not Italian, but I was all right. It was okay. I'm not critiquing them. I'm glad they were there. And okay, the people I talked to were great. I'm trying to remember things. I'm tired. Today wore me out because I walked around from basically 8 a.m. to now. And now I'm sitting down. Thank you. I give it to the lighting, but thank you, Diane. And lots of people showed up. Apparently, one other hotel was the Radisson. I believe it was Radisson. Was sold out, booked up, maxed out because of the conference today. And this one had a lot of people in it too. When I got here 2 days ago or yesterday, whatever, when I got here, there were like 3 cars in the parking lot. Now it is full because of the event. And it was today, and I'm surprised they're not leaving, But if they came from farther away than I did, I wouldn't want to drive either. And I don't want to drive, and I was an hour and a half away. So, uh, cool, right? So they're staying over at this, what I call it, America's Best Value. Not a sponsor, but you could be. Give me a shout. Tweet to me. America's Best Value. Send me a message. We can work out a deal. I don't take watches, and I don't take laundry soap coupons. But yeah, and this is a nice little. It's a small town, right? McMinnville, but there. I'm looking around. Even though I'm kind of out of sorts, I'm keeping my eye out and my mind open for pings and people who aren't from here, as usual. I told the story about the twins to a couple of people. I told back to the conference, right? Told uh, several stories. The Men in Black, the one about the Men in Black, how they showed up and no one knew it was there. And I thought I was imagining stuff for years, and then I was here. I was doing the show already when I said, you know what, bring it on, and it never has stopped. It's never stopped. It hasn't stopped now. I'm just kind of my antennas not tuned in really. So I'm going to keep doing things like this, going out and about. I may, since I'm going to have time tomorrow, I may take a walk in the woods here. I'm looking out the windows. It's nighttime, so I don't really see where the woods are, but I ain't far. McMinnville is woods, so all you got to do is like drive 5 minutes in any direction, probably 5 minutes in any direction, and you're out in the woods. So I'm like, maybe I should do that. I'm going to do this. Walk around like I did with the trail at Shingoji's, right? Just go through, see if I can see anything, and not get eaten at the same time. That's a goal. It's always a goal. Do not get eaten. But since I'm now by myself and I'm running, I don't know if I'm running out of material or not. I'm just tired, and I'm sorry. It is going to be a short show, and I don't see how I'm put up a panel today. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit, show you where I'm at, and I get to use my really cool. Here we go. Facial tracking. This is going to be all the robots awake. Now, you may not be able to hear me, but this is where I'm at. Come on, robot, over here. It's working well, and it goes all the way around. I just have to keep looking at it. Hopefully you can hear me, because the robot can see me. Interesting little effect, which is not really an effect, it's a robot. And it'll go all the way across the room. Even when I'm tripping over the furniture. Full body quantum show. Okay, that's enough. Let me get back into position. That was pretty cool, huh? Okay. Oops. get the angle right. Okay, that was interesting. Yeah, that's my studio that I'm in right now. Okay, it looks like Diane's leaving for the night. Good night, Diane. Talk to you soon. See you somewhere. See you later. I'm sure I'll run into you on Amy's at some point. But yeah, I did the shout out to Amy for the singing bowl because she has one, and I really do think that it acts like the sound that is an overpowering sound. It links one to the other like a carrier wave. They're isolated until that goes through. I just get that feeling that that's what's happening. And oh man, yeah. See, I'm really tired. So I have not had a chance to get packages out yet. You know who you are. I will soon. Um, Things are hectic. Working nights, you know, I've talked about this before, but I'm okay. Going back to, I'll give you the walk around. I'm going through events in my head. Thank you, Samo. I am probably gonna go out in the woods, just a quick little walk, a little pre-recorded, not live walk, and see what we see. Right? Oh, I was telling him, the guy from the podcast, I was telling him about the Dicyanin goggles, how they don't really do anything for me, as like I'm already seeing auras, which is cool, by the way. But the camera sees stuff, and the two sets of eyes, one in the bush and one in the tree, and they look like possums, right? But there's not enough tree or bush in that particular area to support the weight of any possum or any animal bigger than a chipmunk. And the eyes were wide set apart, not like that. They were wide, like as wide as mine are. Over by the church, while I was doing the thing with the dissect, just holding them up as a filter, holding it up as a filter in front of this camera. And I've seen like people go on the Dicyanin videos and they're like, make this make sense. They're night vision. Why are you using during the day? They're not night vision. They're filters. But I'm done. I don't need to talk about that here. But I did mention that I have them and I forgot them. That would have been a great thing to talk about. Actual Dicyanin goggles, right? Turns out they're super rare. Hardly anyone has them. And hardly anybody knows about them. And I forgot. But everything happens for a reason. So I'm thinking maybe I wasn't supposed to bring that stuff because something was going to happen to it or because I had it. I didn't get on a plane, so there's no problem there. But there's no do not disturb here at the hotel. And if I'd have had a bunch of expensive equipment, or at least expensive looking, it may have gone missing. So maybe it's a good thing that I didn't bring any of that. And I've got this, so it works. But yeah, I keep looking at how things have worked out so far and putting links together, putting pieces together. And they're still forming. I'm still putting the pieces together, putting links together, and making sense of the senseless, of the random. And things have been coming together. It takes time. It takes time to process. If this was easy, everyone would do it. And so when I know, you'll know. So I'm really tired. And like I said, this is a short show. This is an on location show. Hey, Sarah. I can't see. I'm seeing Raven say hi to you. I can't see the chat, and for some reason I can't get on YouTube to look at the chat in my own YouTube. So, oh, let me shout out every copy that has been sent to me went to this trip. I looked and there was a substantial amount because I never touched it, and it helped so much, right? It helped so much. Thank you all for hooking me up to go on this trip. I hope I did a good job reporting, showing that I'm covering as many topics as I can remember. I will do another video uh, with the items I picked up. It's books and t-shirts. I didn't get a bunch of little things. There was plenty to buy, but honestly, most of it was out of my price range. You know, the Quantum Show is not a rate show. um, so I will do another video talking about the books and the t-shirts and the people and the stories as I go through, because, you know, this guy was talking about, I ran into him. He was a spectator. He was not a presenter. Okay, let me show this up here. Hopefully you can read that. What does that say? Wendell. Yeah. He was a mountain guy. He was from out in the woods, out in the mountains. And he told me his story. Unfortunately, I can't remember it right now. I'll have to get some sleep because I got almost heat exhaustion, and oh, here comes coffee. I drink a lot of water too. But yeah, there will be one more video going up, so people watch for that. I just forgot to do it. And Tim, you're saying the trip is good for the Quantum Show, Nathan. Yes, it is. It's fun. And I drove 4 hours for the show for Gatlinburg. This was an hour and a half. And it's damn good, okay? I went for the same guest speakers. I didn't go for all the stuff you buy. I went for the same guest speakers and maybe the aliens if they showed up. But I was in a bad way then. I was kind of in a bad way now with the health stuff, so I'm not perceiving like I used to before. I'm working on getting my mojo back, so stay tuned. But yeah, okay, I'm going to wrap this one up. This has been the Quantum Show. Thanks, everybody. I'm running out of energy despite the coffee, right? Today was great. Like, subscribe. If you're here, you're Quantum. Of all the cat videos, other Bigfoot, cryptid, ghost, spirit videos, you ended up here on a swivel stand looking at a hotel lobby with me. Keeping it Quantum. I got to go hit the sack. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody. Y'all, pushing buttons. Pushing buttons. Nothing on Rumble. Okay.